So here we can do some control in our browser. So if I do localhost 8081 and bank accounts, I see here array with list of banks. So the class Java was converted to object in my browser. So I pass to the to making the controller. I turn here to my application and I put this method in comment. I will create the class controller, bank account controller, so in this class I will create all my API like post or get or update or delete. But before creation I need to inject my repository here. And I do my construct and I need to put this annotation REST controller. So with this annotation I'm making this class like a class controller for my application. The first API is get list for all accounts, so public list accounts, bank accounts. Get accounts, return just bank accounts, repository, point find all. No, here I need to write bank accounts, find all. I do my import, and here don't forget to put this annotation, get mapping with this request bank accounts. So I have here two choices to control my API. The first one with the browser, the second one with the postman. So I can do like this, close all, so localhost 8081 bank accounts. This get, I control here and I find all my accounts. So if I need to get one account, public bank account, get by ID. Here we have path variable string ID. So return bank accounts, bank account repository, point to find by ID or else null. And always don't forget to make here this annotation. Get mapping, we can do the same, but I will add my variable. So I will control here in the postman. This second one I will copy this link, I put here, and I will choose this ID. So I have this account because I do get account but with this ID. Now I need to do save. Public bank accounts, save account, here I need to put request body because I sent a body. Bank account, so return bank account repository point save this bank account. But first I need to control if I don't have this ID, I will create this bank account. So if bank account point get ID is null, So bank account, I will set for ID, UUID point random to string. So I control here in the postman, but I need to change to post. But first I forget to make here this annotation, post mapping for the bank accounts. So for this, localhost bank accounts, but I need to pass to the body because I need to write something, and here JSON, so for I turn here for control, here we have ID, we have create at, we have sold, currency and type. So I need to add the sold, currency, and the type is current account. So I do send, so here I do save with status 200 for a new account. If I control here in my database, so I find the new line with the new account. I pass to update, so put mapping, so put mapping for account. So bank accounts, and I search ID, so public bank account, update account. here I have two variable. The first one, path variable string ID, because I need to know ID for account, and I will send a body for for the JSON. So request body bank account with bank account. So first I make a return null, after we can change. So here I search my accounts. So account equal bank account repository point find by ID point or else null. This account or with type bank account, so I do like this. If bank account point get solved is different than with null, so account set solved with bank account get solved. And if bank account point get created date is not null, so account point set created at I make the new date. I do my import here. If bank account point get currency different is null, so account point set currency bank account get currency. And the last one, if bank account point get type I need to change here account point set type with bank account point get type. And here I need to save this account, So bank repository point save this account. I control here with put, so localhost 8081 bank account, and here I have the list all of accounts. So I need to change the first one. In the body, change here row and JSON. So we have this salt, so I change like this salt. And here we have currency, we have euro currency, so I change to dollar American. And the last one, the type, I will change to saving account. So I do send, and now I have this new account with new update. I control here my database, so the first one I changed this sold, this currency, and this type. Finally, I do my delete. So I need to delete account with ID. So public void delete account, string ID, but here we need to put path variable. So directly I do bank accounts repository delete by ID, not this. So if control and the postman, I will delete localhost 8081 bank accounts. So if I need to delete the last one, I take this ID and I put here and I click send. So I control here Y, so I take another time I control my application. Here we don't have the S because I write here bank account and here we have bank accounts. So if I do send another time, I find status 200, and if I control here in database, I do reload, I find the new database with this updating. Finally, I need to do documentation to our API. For this reason, I go to the website and right here SpringDoc, open API. I choose this dependence, I do copy and paste here in the POM. So I launched my application. And I turn here to the browser. Right here, localhost 8081 Zwaya UI index point HTML. So I find all the API exists in my controller. So if I search here the get, I find get. So here we have get bank accounts, here we have bank accounts. So here we have post bank accounts, here I find bank accounts. For example, I can to do our work here directly. So if I put here try out and I do execute. I find all the accounts exist in our database. If I need to get with ID, so I do copy for this ID, and here I do try out, execute, but I need first put the ID, and I do execute, and I find my account. For example, for delete, I need to delete the same ID, I do try out and I put here this ID, I click execute, and I have code 200 with description okay. So if I need, for example, do post with try out, so here first account with sold, this sold, and this currency, and I do execute. So here I find ID first account, and if I control my database, I find here first account. So with the OpenApp API, I can do the same work with Postman.